clue what's going on, but it seemed like it works better with screen capture. It used to work with game capture, but for some reason it doesn't anymore. And I'm trying to figure out a hack for that because it's kind of annoying just doing screen capture. But anyway, it does the trick. So, like I said in previous videos that I need to delete now. Okay. I have just played Stay Tuned for Danger, and the other day I played Secrets Can Kill, the remastered version. I've never played the original version. I know that the ending is quite different. I don't think Detective Beach was in that one, but I like how when they remade it, they changed who the culprit was.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew. Welcome to my latest cyber mystery, Message in a Haunted Mansion. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click on the tutorial button to learn how to play the game. Listen, my child, to this story of dreams, and know that the beginning is more difficult than it seems. Dear Bess, hello from stormy San Francisco. This time I'm staying in a beautiful Victorian mansion. You'd love the room I'm in. It's full of old Chinese furnishings and some interesting knickknacks. The owner of the house, Rose Green, is a friend of Hannah and asked me to come out and help her with some renovation work. She and her friend Abby hope to turn the place into a bed and breakfast by next month. But from what I gathered, Rose isn't sure if she can open in time. Ever since they started the renovations, they've had a lot of accidents. Could it be just bad luck, or is there something more sinister at work? I'm sure I'll find out. Love, Nancy.
Daughters of Diligence earn the gold of 9 dragons. Yes, I clicked too much. I apologize. I don't know why I whispered that. Okay, that's the alarm, and that can just change the time of day, obviously, in this game. Not really hard to figure out at all. This we end up, I think, figuring out like way later in the game. Why? It's like, I feel like it gets a hot spot, but I think it's just the brown. Alright. Okay, no, it's this.
It's stuck.
Okay, it says, listen, my child, to this story of dreams, and know that the beginning is more difficult than it seems. When the 10 daughters are reunited in order, when the 4-sided box loses its border, when the eye of the phoenix is in your hand, when the bird of fire can see again, when the moon sleeps and the sun plays, the king of the sky will shine his rays, and hidden beneath a river of colors will lie a gate to golden wonders.
It's locked.
Yeah, that doesn't... Wait, okay, it did fit. Accidents, why so many? House, Chinese antique decorations. Owner of house. Wait. Guess I'm done. Fine, I guess I'm done. Yeah, it doesn't let me click on the pictures individually. That's right where I came from. So... We are pleased to announce that your bid for the auction property located at 4653 California Lane has been accepted. These simple estate interests have now been transferred through the charitable trust set up by the property's grantor for the benefit of the Ladies Protection and Relief Society. List of subscriptions. Few people know the fascinating world below the streets of San Francisco, and yet a myriad of strange and mysterious sights lie in wait in the subterranean darkness, only to be uncovered by the intrepid urban explorer. Over the past 20 years of city spelunking, I have found old mines, abandoned utility tunnels, secret rooms, and many old wells and systems. Careful attention must be paid when searching these lost areas to avoid accidents. A good light source, building plans, and hard hat are a must. San Francisco has gone through many changes over its 400-year-old history. The continual cycle of building, disaster, and rebuilding has created an intricate, vertical record of urban development. And that's it. The night, unlike any other piece, has the ability to move on an unfixed path. It leaves one square and arrives at another without going anywhere in between. In effect, it can leap over other pieces to land at its destination. In the example below, the knight is able to travel to any of the squares marked with an X. I'm gonna be real here. Never got into chess. Never tried to play it though. I thought that you could click one of those. Legends of San Francisco. Lizzie Applegate, well loved by San Franciscans, both for her cultural and humanitarian contributions. Lizzie Applegate was a talented actress and songwriter who began her career entertaining miners at local gold camps. In 1880, Lizzie wrote and starred in the tremendously successful play, The Bandit's Treasure, whose cast included Norma Devin, The Norse Ghost, and Pandori. This initial success was followed by a string of other hits, including The Riddle of the Chinese Box, The Fire in the Phoenix Eye, and Rainbow's Gold. Theory of music. Staff is made up of 5 lines and 4 spaces. Musical notes are named after the first 7 letters of the alphabet. A clef is a music symbol placed at the beginning of the staff that determines the letter names of the lines and spaces. Treble clef, bass clef. The clef you'll see on your music will depend on what type of instrument you're playing. There's one of them.
It won't fit. It won't fit.
There we go.
It's good to know it's here.
Yes, we will need that for later. So it is good to know that it's there.
Hello, Nancy. I'm very glad you could come out here. We can really use your help, seeing how far we are behind schedule. Are you all ready to do some renovation work?
I sure am. This house must have quite a history. What do you know about it?
Not very much, but Abby found some interesting old papers that might give us clues about the history of the house. They're in the parlor if you want to take a peek. There's also an old-time saloon in the basement, so it's possible the house was once a hotel.
Interesting.
Last night, you mentioned some accidents. What exactly happened?
I don't know where to begin. It started out with some small but irritating things. But then the scaffolding collapsed, and just last week we had a gas leak. I really don't know whether I can stand much more of this. I would love to have a week without any accidents.
That's too bad. And you've done such a terrific job with the renovation. Do you know much about the original owner?
Almost all the records on these old houses were destroyed in the Great Earthquake, so we don't know much about the origins of the place. Abby thinks all our accidents were caused by some restless spirit or a curse. I'm not one to believe in bad luck, but it's been one thing after another. Maybe Charlie doesn't have the expertise for these renovations, but his rates are so affordable. I sometimes wonder, though, if this old house would be worth more burned to the ground. Enough chit-chat. Hannah tells me you're a real pro with puzzles. Take a look in the corner. Those wood tiles should fit inside the inlay pattern of the floor. Abby and I tried for hours, but it's just too complicated. I'm sorry for not introducing you around, but everyone posts their schedule here in the dining room. It's kind of like Command Central. Let me know how far you get with that puzzle. And thanks again for helping us, Nancy.
I am going to write this down. Okay. I have amended your fire insurance policy per your instructions. The property located at 4653 California Lane, San Francisco, CA, is now insured for the sum of $1 million against fire or earthquake damage. The policy lists you as the sole benefactor. We thank you for your patronage. Please feel free to contact me if you have any further questions. I don't know if we should come back to this or not. going back to this.
Hi, you must be Nancy. My name's Charlie.
Nice to meet you. Rose and Abby really have their hands full with this house.
Yeah, most of these Victorian mansions need a lot of work, but I don't mind getting my hands dirty, you know? This place will look great once it's finished.
What do you know about the history of this house?
Not much. Lewis told me it was built in the 1880s and that it survived the 1906 earthquake.
Rose told me that there have been a lot of accidents lately. What do you think is causing them?
I have no idea. People are blaming me, but it's not my fault. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this work. Listen, Nancy, I really need to get back to work. I'm repairing some floorboards, so be careful walking around. Rose was looking for you earlier. Maybe she has something for you to do. See ya.
It's stuck.
Okay. California Theater.
I should wait until he leaves.
Alright, yeah. That's fine with me. No, we're going back. So we're gonna check out the upstairs.
Hello, Nancy. I see you've arrived safely from your long journey. But I'm sensing an aura of danger around you. I can tell you're an inquisitive type, a little skeptical, and that you don't believe in ghosts.
How do you know I don't believe in ghosts?
I know many things. I know how to communicate with the spirits, and I know things about people that they don't tell me. Call it intuition or ESP. The spirits in this house are interested in you, especially since you don't believe in them. Watch out. They may give you a rough time just to get your attention.
Does your intuition tell you who could be behind these recent accidents?
I'm not sure, but for some reason the name Valdez has a strong connection with this mansion.
Do you have any more information on Mr. Valdez?
Now, if you will please excuse me, I need to prepare myself for this evening. At that time, more will be revealed.
That's really just a shortcut downstairs. That's the... Okay. Nope.
Drew residence. Hannah Groon speaking.
Hi, Hannah.
Nancy, how are you? And how's Rose?
I don't think you're ever able to talk to Hannah in any of the other games.
Great. I'm really glad you had Rose invite me out here. Her house is so beautiful.
I'm so happy you're out there. But I'm worried about all the accidents she's having. There's just been so many.
I didn't realize Rose was so young. How did you meet her?
Doesn't she look great? You'd never think she was a day over 50. I met Rose at the River Heights Community Theater after she retired from the school district, don't you remember? Abby was working with us too. Have you met Abby yet?
Yes, she thinks the house is haunted.
Abby has always been a little dramatic, but Rose tells me she really believes in that spiritualism stuff. A waste of time, if you ask me.
Rose mentioned some accidents she's been having. What do you know about them?
She doesn't say much, but I know they've become worse and worse. That's one of the reasons why I asked you to visit her, to see if everything is all right.
This mansion must have cost a fortune. How did she afford it?
Rose spent her entire life savings on the house. If this doesn't work out, she won't have 30 more years to earn the money back. Well, I should let you get back to your renovation work. Thank you for calling. There's probably no reason for concern. But be on the lookout for anything unusual. Goodbye, dear.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. George is here. Let me put her on the speakerphone.
Nancy?
Hi, George.
Hey, what's up?
I'm in San Francisco, helping a friend of Hannah's renovate an old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast. Unfortunately, some strange accidents have delayed the project.
Uh-oh.
Well, get this. One of the owners, Abby, thinks the place is haunted by a ghost named Valdez.
A ghost? Well, I'm glad I'm not out there.
Sounds like another case is in the works.
So tell us more about what's been going on.
Do you know anything about the house's history?
I met the resident handyman, Charlie. He's pretty young, and I don't think he has much experience.
Maybe he doesn't charge very much, so he's probably a good bargain for Rose.
Or maybe he's just cute.
Bess, is that all you can think about?
No.
Can you guys give me a clue? I'm not sure what to do next.
Okay, we'll help you.
But since you're a senior detective,
We'll make the hints a little harder. I suspect.
you need to find some.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye.
This is Emily.
Hi, Emily. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew? I haven't heard from you in ages. How's Hannah in River Heights? You're not in San Francisco, are you, my dear?
Actually, I am. I'm helping one of Hannah's friends, Rose Green, renovate this wonderful old Victorian mansion. She wants to open up a bed and breakfast.
Seems to be the trend these days. I'll bet you're staying in the Haight-Ashbury district.
The address is 4653 California Lane. Is that anywhere near there?
No, I think you're in the Heights. The Haight has many Victorians that have been restored, and a lot of them have been converted into bed and breakfasts. You know, you're lucky you caught me at home. I've been traveling most of these days, but after that crazy tour of Egypt. By the way, riding a camel is not as easy as it looks. My editor gave me an assignment right here in town. It'll be on the Dragons of San Francisco.
Dragons of San Francisco sounds exotic. What kind of dragons are you researching?
Chinese dragons. My editor thought this would make a great topic for a photo essay. The dragon is a very important symbol in Chinese culture.
So it seems. My room is full of Chinese decorations.
Oh, sure. Many of the Victorians have rooms with themes, usually colors or cultures. I once spent a night in a Victorian where each room had a bird theme. Don't laugh, but I stayed in the nuthatch room.
You're kidding. Why do they call these mansions Victorians?
They're named after Queen Victoria, who pretty much defined high society in the late 1800s. After the gold rush, San Francisco had a building boom, but most of the great Victorian mansions weren't built until the late 1800s. Nowadays, it's very popular to convert them into bed and breakfasts.
Were many of these mansions destroyed by earthquakes?
Oh, yes. Many of the early Victorians were destroyed in the fires after the Great Earthquake in 1906. It's often quite difficult to find out about a house's history before that time. Oh dear, am I talking too much? I get so distracted at times I tend to get carried away a bit. So how are you, Nancy? Why did you call? Is there anything I can help you out with?
Can you tell me about the Chinese writing system? I seem to come across a lot of Chinese symbols.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. The Chinese have been an important part of San Francisco history for over 100 years. The symbols are called Hanzi, and each one represents a particular thing, or an idea, or an action. You find them all over on business cards, takeout cartons, artwork.
I found some old papers in the house, plus a page from a phone directory dated 1894.
Oh, that sounds valuable. It's hard to find old documents like that before 1906.
Do you know anything about Valdez?
I don't think so.
Have you heard of an actress, Lizzie Applegate?
Oh, sure. She was a good friend of Lotta Crabtree, another popular actress in the late 1800s. As I recall, she opened up a big hotel. What was it called? The Hotel Mandrake or the Oriental? I forget.
Was it in this neighborhood? Is it still around?
Oh, no. This one was downtown. It was very big, but I think it burned down.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
Keep me posted, okay?
We're also gonna save that. Mistake.
Hello. I was so wrapped up in my book, I didn't hear you come in. My name is Lewis Chandler.
I didn't mean to startle you. I'm Nancy Drew. I came out to help Rose and Abby with the renovations.
Yes, well, I'm very glad you're here.
Are you researching the history of this house?
Actually, I'm a bit in the dark about this particular property. However, as far as Victorian mansions go, I don't see anything remarkable about this one.
What are you using the library for?
Research. This library contains many rare books and documents that predate the Great Earthquake. It was quite a find for a student of the Victorian period, such as myself.
What do you think could be the cause of these accidents Rose has been having?
Accidents? I know Rose has mentioned some inconveniences like that wall covering and the light supplies, but I would hardly call those accidents. I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment, and although I'd like to talk, I really don't have the time. Please, excuse me.
How's that inlay puzzle coming along?
How did you find Charlie?
He just showed up one day. It was really odd. I remember Abby and I were in the basement talking about hiring someone to help us. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang and there stood Charlie, looking for work.
How do you know Lewis?
He stopped by one day to introduce himself. He seemed awfully curious about our property, but he's an antique dealer specializing in the Victorian period. He's been extremely helpful advising us on authentic decor.
How did you meet Abby?
She was the drama coach back in River Heights, and we worked on a couple of plays together. My bid on this house was too low, so she pitched in her savings to help me get the place. If it weren't for Abby, I couldn't have afforded this place.
What is Abby planning for tonight?
She's putting on some kind of seance tonight to contact these ghosts or whatever she thinks is causing all of these accidents.
Where did Abby find those papers that are in the parlor?
She told me they were in her room, which surprised me since it was completely empty when we moved in. Now, the room you're staying in was crammed with furniture. I think most of it was original with the house.
Have you heard of someone named Lizzie Applegate?
No, I haven't.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
I did it!
How's that inlay puzzle coming along?
I finished it!
Wonderful! But now I've got something else for you. I set up a ladder upstairs so you can chip off the broken tiles on the hallway ceiling. You'll need to look around for a chisel or paint scraper for the job. I'm not sure where Charlie keeps them.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Take care.
I need a paint scraper.
Yeah, that is not gonna work.
It's locked. It's locked.
are the tiles coming along?
I'm all finished, but you should know what I found.
I'm sure it's very interesting, but unless it's really important, I've got other things to worry about. Let's see. If you're any good at fixing things, there's a dumbwaiter in the hallway that's not working.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. I really need to finish this up. Sorry.
Old West romances. Okay, were never found in that canyon, but is still believed to be the route used to flee from Dylan and his mom. Men. Lizzie Applegate and the Bandit. According to legend, the infamous masked bandit El Diablo fell madly in love with Lizzie Applegate during her years as an entertainer at gold mining camps. At the end of Lizzie's performances, El Diablo would ride his jet black, stood up to the stage, and leave her a bouquet of gardenias. It was rumored that Lizzie joined El Diablo's band of thieves and was present at the Christmas gold robbery of 1878. Mary Oaks and the Tennessee Sam. I guess this one isn't quite as important because it doesn't let you read on. But it says, few romances of the Old West will ever match the fire and fortitude of Mary Oaks and Tennessee Sam. Fortune telling for business popularity. Moon incense. The zodiac and you. Chinese tradition. Chinese horoscope is organized on a 12-year cycle with each year assigned to a certain animal. While the origin of these animal signs is unclear, many believe that they were named by Buddha. Before he departed from Earth, he summoned all the animals, but only 12 came to bid him farewell. As a reward, he named a year after each one in the order that they arrived. First came the rat, then the ox, the tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and boar. Thus we have 12 signs today. And I just want to say, I'm a tiger. You can see outside there to the hallway. Mastering the art of illusion. Of all the spiritualists in the turn of the century, none was as famous as Madame, I do not know how to say her name, I apologize, noted for her spider sapphire bracelets and heavy Russian accent. In her memoirs, I Am the Spider Lady, she revealed her secrets. For her, creating an atmosphere of illusion was just as important as the illusion itself. The best illusions were those that were created over a period of time or anticipated by the audience. As an illusionist, you must be aware of the influence that you have on the audience's perception of the events you create. Always establish an aura of intrigue and mystery about yourself. As you talk with your audience, try to plant the seeds of illusion in the perceiver's mind. Remember, illusions are about control, and you must always strive to maintain this control.
Something's missing here.
You can go ahead and cry because I'm kind of busy.
It's stuck.
Is that it?
The spirits wish to speak to you, Nancy. Tonight, I will channel their energies to deliver a message. Meet me down in the basement, if you dare. Please sit down.
We really don't have time for this.
Let us begin. We are gathered here tonight to contact the shades of those who have passed before us. Gaze into the crystal ball. It will answer all of our questions. What's that?
Who has called me forth from the great beyond?
We have. Are you the spirit known as Valdez?
I was once called that in the world of the living.
Are you the spirit who has caused these accidents?
I have come back searching for her, my wife. Where can she be?
The spirits have spoken. The seance is over.
We've got a busy day tomorrow, and no more time for these games, Abby. And make sure you blow out the candles on your way up. I don't want to wake up and find the house on fire.
Oof. Okay, well, I will be right back. Sorry for any noise you hear. I'm back.
Morning, Nancy.
Hey Nancy, I see you survived Abby's seance. Man, that Valdez guy sure sounded creepy.
I guess. Were you down here then? I don't remember seeing you.
Rose told me all about it. So how are things coming along? Anything I can help you out with?
Have you met Louis Chandler? What do you know about him?
He's an antique dealer, I think. I guess he does consulting work for Rose, like on Victorian furnishings and stuff.
Have you ever heard of someone named Valdez?
I've heard of a Diego Valdez. He was a wealthy rancher who lived in the 1800s. Yeah, I just read a book on him for my history class.
What is that small closet in the hallway for?
You mean the dumbwaiter? It's like a mini elevator. It's broken right now. The elevator is stuck between the 2 floors and the pulley ropes are cut.
How do you like working for Abby?
She's not bad. She can be a little weird. I think she gets on Rose's nerves sometimes.
Abby thinks the house is haunted. Do you?
I'm not sure. Let's just say I wouldn't rule it out. But that's Abby's department, not mine.
How does Abby get on Rose's nerves?
She always does a disappearing act whenever Rose needs her to do some work. And I think Rose is sort of had it, you know?
Can you tell me more about the accidents?
I'd really rather not talk about that right now.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
Bye, Nancy.
Hello.
Does Charlie live around here?
He told me he just moved here from Iowa, but doesn't have a place of his own yet. He said he's staying with friends.
Do you think Charlie is responsible for these accidents?
Abby thinks he is, but I'm not sure. I really trust in him, and I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye, Nancy.
I hope you're convinced now that the spirits are with us. These ghosts are here to stay.
I'm convinced that this house is haunted. I'm just not sure who is responsible.
Isn't it obvious? Senor Valdez and his wife, long-lost soulmates wandering aimlessly in the netherworld, returning to this house to search for each other. I only hope that one day I will be able to reunite them so that they may find peace.
What kind of person is Charlie? He seems to feel bad about all of these mishaps.
Ugh, it's clear to me that Charlie's totally responsible for the accidents. Who else could it have been? He's a really nice kid, but he has no idea what he's doing. Unfortunately, Rose doesn't want to fire him. And there's something suspicious about him.
What do you mean?
The other day, I was down in the basement working for over an hour, and suddenly he sneaks up on me. I bet he was down there the whole time, watching me.
I saw those papers in the parlor. Where did you find them?
Right in my room. They're so vintage. I'm going to ask Louis if he can get me some antique frames for them. Rose and I can use the letters in our historical display.
Historical display?
Yes, they're very popular in bed and breakfasts. They usually contain old photographs, letters, documents, things like that.
Were there any photographs with the papers?
I did find this old picture of a woman dressed in men's clothing. I think it was taken in the entryway by the staircase. I sent it to a photographer to have it restored.
Do you have any idea who this woman might be?
No, I don't. Sorry.
I heard someone crying in the hallway. Was that you?
I told you the spirits were interested in you. Was it a woman crying?
Yes, it was. How did you know?
It must be one of our phantom residents.
Do you know who this phantom could be?
Well, it wasn't me crying out there.
Do you know much about Louis? It must be great having your own expert on Victorians.
He owns Chandler Interiors, a very reputable antique store. I'm sure his clients will be quite interested in our bed and breakfast once they hear about our resident ghost.
How long have you known Rose?
A couple of years. She has good business sense, but I think she needs to think more about advertising. Otherwise, we're just like all the other B&Bs in this town, and believe me, there's plenty of them.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Bright blessings.
It's locked. It's locked.
Okay, so it's not that key. What's that key to then? Must be the one that... No. For now, I'm just going to turn it till 6 o'clock because that is when Charlie is out of the basement and I need to go back down there for something. I think that one should be the one to the attic. Success. Mysterious storybook. She pushed her auburn hair back behind her ear and continued the arduous work. Each pile of dirt seemed heavier than the last, and the damp night air was stifling. Somewhere in the distance, a clock struck midnight. Suddenly, the sound of metal hitting metal resounded from the bottom of the pit. Caroline dropped to her knees and quickly dug around the dull metallic chest. Soon, the lid was uncovered, and she pried its lock open with her crowbar. Her eyes flashed as she saw the chest's contents. 1,000 pieces of gold glinted in the soft moonlight. Captain Stubling's treasure, the young heroine cried, and soon it would be mine. A gruff voice interrupted from above. Before she could react, Caroline saw the backside of the shovel for a split second and then darkness. When she awoke, she could hear the faint chink of gold pieces hitting one another. She struggled to stand up but found both her hands and feet tied together. She slowly moved her hand to her back pocket but found that her penknife was gone. Looking for this, Mr. Niles grinned, standing over her with the knife in his hand. I know how clever you are and took the liberty to remove the contents of your pocket. Please excuse the liberties I have taken. I'll do no such thing, you villain. That treasure belongs to the Stubing family, and you know it. This is the tale of the bandit's sloop and how it came to be, that golden dreams of blissful love soon failed you and me. Oh, my love, ride far and fast for me. I'll wait in Yerba Buena town, in a house high above the sea. Traveled as far as the Golden Gate, where I held your treasure true, where the rainbow ends in Christmas gold and the phoenix rises too. Oh, my love, ride far and fast for me. I'll wait in the Yerba Buena town, in a house high above the sea.
Is there more to this music than what I'm seeing?
Bandit's treasure. There's no way I'm reading that.
It's stuck.
Gonna save it again. And lastly, we're going to check out, see what Rose has been working on. Because usually she's at the table. Nope, she's still there.
Hello.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye, Nancy.
Alright, never mind. That was a bust. Wait, because it's daytime, isn't it? Nope. Wait, nope. It's just only 7. Though I might need to talk on the phone with someone. Also, I had to turn the music off because it was so loud in my last playthrough that you couldn't really hear much else.
Emily Foxworth speaking.
Hello, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Nancy. How's your case coming along?
What do you know about the Bandit's Treasure?
Bandit's Treasure? Oh, you mean the play. The Rep did a season where they performed old local plays, including the Bandit's Treasure. I've never seen it, but I hear the music is fantastic.
Have you ever come across hidden rooms in Victorian mansions?
No. But I've read that many houses were only partially rebuilt after the Great Earthquake, closing off damaged rooms from the rest of the house.
Have you heard of an antique dealer named Louis Chandler?
Nope, never heard of him.
Do you know where Yerba Buena town is?
That's what San Francisco was called back during the Spanish colonial period, but no one calls it that anymore.
Tell me about the Spanish and San Francisco.
Oh, you could write a book on that. The Spanish were the first Europeans to settle this area during the 1700s, and it stayed that way until after the Mexican-American War when it was handed over to the United States. It couldn't have happened at a better time because gold was discovered outside the city not more than 2 years later.
With all of that gold around, I'd imagine there's a lot of buried treasure in this town.
Yeah, you'd think that, but I've never heard of any in San Francisco, except for Treasure Island out in the bay. But that's named after the book, not some legend.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
Goodbye, Nancy.
god! Oh no.
This is Bess.
And George.
Hello, you two.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Rose is really lucky. This antique dealer, Louis Chandler, is helping her out, although he doesn't know very much about the house's history.
That makes sense. If the house was built before 1906, most of its records were probably destroyed in the earthquake.
But wouldn't he know at least something about it if he's some kind of expert on old things?
I'm sure he knows a lot about old stuff, just not architecture or houses.
Abby hosted a seance and contacted the spirit who's haunting the house.
Did you actually see the ghost?
Yeah, right. I'm sure it was some kind of trick.
Abby sounds suspicious.
Yeah, maybe she's hiding something. She probably knows more about the house than she's admitting.
Listen to this. I found a secret attic and an old desk. It looks like no one's been in there for years.
There's probably a lot of clues about the house in there.
Oh, what was in the desk?
An old playbill for a musical called The Bandit's Treasure.
The Bandit's Treasure? Maybe there is treasure in the house.
I found some letters written by E. Valdez. I guess he was the owner of a hotel named the Golden Gardenia.
Valdez.
Golden gardenias? I thought they were all white.
That's it. Don't you see? The hotel has gold hidden in it, and Valdez is watching over it.
I don't think so, Bess.
Can you guys give me a clue? I'm not sure what to do next.
Play The Bandit's Treasure on the piano.
You never know what you'll get if you improvise a little bit.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Call us!
I know I have 2 tiles, just one in my inventory right now, but the one from earlier, I put in the fireplace, so that is why it is not with us right now. Yeah, I figured, yeah, it was the one upstairs. No, not there. I think I found one of them on the bookshelf. Okay, it's in the dumbwaiter. So actually we have to get that fixed. No problem, I think. Oh my gosh, I just went right back in there. I'm a train wreck. There we go. Wait, what now, though? That was anticlimactic. There we go. I love hidden passageways. So cool.
Hi, Nancy. You look kind of tired. Maybe it's time to get some sleep.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Bright blessings.
morning, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
Had you come across any hidden passageways down here?
You mean like a trapdoor leading to a room with skeletons or something? No, I haven't.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah.
Did you see this one with him and Aaron?
Hold on.
Sorry, I'm bugging you.
It's okay. Huh? Aw, I don't know if I'd have.
No, chubby little chicks. Challenging.
I know. Okay. Oh, okay.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Pax vobiscum.
My help a
Sorry guys, that was my mom. Okay, I need to go in here and try to get back in her room again because I did miss the spider brooch. Or jewelry, whatever. So basically, she's been faking all this. Wait, I don't think I have a cassette or a tape. Sorry guys, our dog has a big mouth.
I should return the spider so Abby doesn't suspect anything. I should wait until he leaves.
Let's go talk to Lewis. Other way. If you say so.
Hello, Nancy.
I was wondering whether you knew anything about someone named E. Valdez.
E. Valdez. No, I've never heard of that name. But I'll jot it down and let you know if I come across it anywhere.
Have you ever heard of the Great Christmas Gold Robbery?
Of course, although it never actually occurred. Fictional history, a folk legend, a complete myth. But nonetheless, it's still a fascinating story, even though it isn't true.
What kind of antique store do you own?
It's a gallery, not a store. And it's called Chandler Interiors, specializing in the Victorian period. I have clients from all over the world, and if I don't have what they're looking for, I find it.
Was this house once a hotel?
That's hard to say. The house has been renovated many times, but several of its original features, such as the saloon and staircase, seem to indicate that it may have been a hotel. Unfortunately, there are no records on this house before 1906.
Do you know who Lizzie Applegate was?
Yes, I certainly do. She was a very popular actress in the late 1800s. She was very generous and left all of her money to the Ladies' Protection Society.
Did Lizzie ever wear men's clothing?
I'm sure she played some roles where she had to dress as a man, but she was quite an elegant woman, quite fashionable for her time.
What was the Ladies' Protection Society?
A popular charity in the early 1900s. They helped widows and orphans.
Do you think Charlie is doing a good job?
Certainly. He's rough around the edges, but he's reliable and learns very quickly. He's just what Rose and I need.
I won't keep you any longer.
Goodbye.
It's stuck. It's so dark in here.
Not much is known about this masked bandit who plagued the Domingo Baca Trail between 1875 and 1880, except for his trademark black outfit and mask. Many legends associate him with the Great Christmas Robbery, but contemporary historians may believe the robbery was fabricated by the Stagecoach Company, since the treasure has never been found.
Who has called me forth from the great beyond?
Emily Foxworth speaking.
Hello, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Nancy. How's your case coming along?
Have you ever heard of the Ladies Protection Society?
No, but it sounds like some turn-of-the-century charity. There were all these private agencies that helped out widows and orphans before the government took on that role.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
I hope we'll talk soon.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
This is Bess.
And George.
Hello, you two.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I found a hidden passageway in the library.
Really?
Now you can spy on people.
Yeah, and see who's reading what.
Or get a good look at the resident ghost.
Can you guys give me a clue? I'm not sure what to do next.
Play the bandit's treasure on the piano.
You never know what you'll get if you improvise a little bit.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Bye, Nancy!
Hi, Nancy.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Pax vobiscum.
Hello.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
So long.
Alright. Back to where we were. Wait, why wouldn't it let me exit it out? There. These are important. briefcase isn't here.
It's stuck.
There we go. Where is the briefcase? Let's try to go play that piano because I know I haven't done that yet. That could be what's keeping me stuck. Oh my gosh, this again. Still no briefcase. Alright.
Hello, Nancy.
Oh no, I messed up.
I won't keep you any longer.
Good day.
Or something. I don't know what to do to make time go by. There we go.
Aha! That's it!
Louis, are you in there?
I'll be right there.
Through our own voices, my name is Wing Tang. When I was just 19, I worked as a grader on the Transcontinental Railroad and saw the two great railroads meet at the Golden Spike. Came back to San Francisco in 1871 and worked as a chef for Miss Applegate for many years at the Hotel Chinois, and then at the Golden Gardenia, which we called Gumbo Fu. I remember the great earthquake and how it shook the tall buildings like stalks of rice. The Great Fire destroyed so many buildings and people. Dear sir, I represent a client who would like to sell their collection of post-Civil War gold bullion. My client wishes to remain anonymous during all business transactions, and I am having difficulty determining the nature of their collection. From what I can gather, my client possesses approximately 50,000 in uncirculated bank standard gold coins dated between 1870 and 1880. These would have been issued by one of the 5 major banks that were located in California at the time. Please contact me at your convenience. I am available during the morning and evenings. Respectfully yours, Louis Chandler. Rick Arlen, back with a vengeance. Soap star heartthrob Rick Arlen has renewed his contract with Worldwide Broadcasting, but admits he had misgivings about another season with Light of Our Love. It was a very difficult time of my life. The actor admits, there were a lot of things going down and I didn't know if it was time to move on. Rumors have persisted that Arlen had been a victim of a stalker and that a teen detective named Nancy Drew was on the case. However, neither Rick nor the show's producer, William Pappas, had any comment. Oh man. Let me make sure before I waste my time putting in that combination if there was anything else I needed to look at. Okay.
Emily Foxworth speaking.
Hello, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Nancy. How's your case coming along?
Do you know what the words gumbo foo mean?
Sounds Chinese to me. Why don't you ask everyone what they think it means? It may have something to do with the house. In the meantime, I'll ask my friends about it. Gumbo foo.
I should get going. Goodbye, Emily.
I hope we'll talk soon.
This is Bess.
And George.
Hello, you two.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Do either of you know what gumbo foo means?
It sounds Chinese.
Call Emily. She'll know.
I should get going. Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
It's stuck.
Okay, I'm gonna write down the order. Thank you. Maybe we can reset it. Alright. Sorry, guys. We're nearly finished with this one, though. Leave the mansion now.
Fire! Fire! It's too late.
Okay, seriously.
I talked to everybody in the house, and none of them can figure out what caused the fire. Maybe I should take Lewis's advice and cut my losses before it's too late.
What did the fire department say?
They think the fire was caused by sparks from the fireplace, since it doesn't have a screen. And I specifically told Charlie to buy one. How could he have forgotten?
What was Lewis's advice?
He has a client who might want to buy the place. Someone with more experience and money to finish all of the renovations. No, I am bound and determined to stick with this house no matter what. Nothing can drive me away. I don't care if it's fires, earthquakes, or Mr. Valdez with his gang of ghosts.
Do you know what gumbo foo means?
No, not that I can remember.
Excuse me for prying, but why did you spend so much money to insure the house against fire?
For protection. I've put my entire life savings into this house, and if it goes up in smoke, I'll lose everything.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye.
Ah, Nancy, what a shame to have lost those papers. And to think that we almost lost the house. Rose is very fortunate to have you here.
Did you hear anything in the parlor before the fire started?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm somewhat isolated here. With these thick walls, I barely hear anything.
Were the papers very valuable?
Not for my purposes, no. But they must have had some sentimental value.
Do you know what gumbo foo means?
Where did you hear that?
I read about it in a magazine.
I see. As I recall, it means House of Great Books. After the Great Earthquake, many books and documents were stored in private homes to save them from the fires. The Chinese called those houses gumbo fu.
I won't keep you any longer.
Good day.
Hello.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye.
Hey, Nancy. Hey, there's been another accident. You've got to believe me, I didn't have anything to do with it. I just hope Rose doesn't blame me for this one.
Do you know what the words gumbo foo mean?
I'm not sure. I've never heard that before.
Who was the last person you saw in the parlor before the fire?
I've been working mostly in the basement, but I think I saw Abby go through those papers right before the fire.
Charlie, I found this diskette. I think it's yours.
I was wondering where it was. Thanks a lot, Nancy. Luckily, I had a backup at the school.
That must be an interesting paper you're writing.
I just started to write it, so I don't know very much about the robbery. It's hard to separate fact from fiction, especially when most of the information is based on rumors.
Was it El Diablo who stole the gold? Or someone else?
I'm not sure. I've never heard that before.
I'll let you get back to your renovation.
Later.
Hi, Nancy. I can't believe we had a fire. I can't believe it. I bet Charlie was down there before it started.
Why would someone want to destroy those papers?
You mean, why would someone want to destroy the house and you know what? I can think of a million reasons why.
What do you mean?
Never mind, it doesn't concern you.
Do you know what gumbo foo means?
Gumbo foo? I love gumbo. What kind of gumbo is gumbo foo?
let you get back to what you were doing.
Bright blessings.
I'm glad you dropped by. You know, I wanted to tell you that you'll be alone in the house for a while. Everyone is going to the Winter Festival, and Charlie's studying for finals. I also took down one of the tapestries in your room for dry cleaning, and what was the other thing? Oh, a messenger dropped off a letter for you. I put it in your room.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Bye.
apologize guys, I've been eating as well.
Something's missing here.
Oh God. Go.
What'd she do? What'd she do? She crazy. Yeah.
It's missing an eye. When the moon sleeps and the sun plays. When the moon sleeps and the sun plays. When the moon sleeps and the sun plays. Nancy? Gold! And to think I was standing on it all along.
Ha 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 ha. Too bad no one will ever find out about it.
Louis?
I knew it! There must be over $1 million in here.
I've got to stop him before he gets away.
So long, losers.
And you just let him get away?
There was nothing I could do.
I'm sure there was something you could have done to stop him.
Well, you probably had to act fast and didn't have enough time.
I guess this mystery's solved. Unfortunately, the bad guy got away. This time. I've got to stop him before he gets away.
So long, losers.
And you just let him get away?
There was nothing I could do.
I'm sure there was something you could have done to stop him.
Well, you probably had to act fast and didn't have enough time.
I guess this mystery's solved. Unfortunately, the bad guy got away. This time. I've got to stop him before he gets away.
What the heck?
So long, losers.
And you just let him get away?
There was nothing I could do.
I'm sure there was something you could have done to stop him.
Well, you probably had to act fast and didn't have enough time.
I guess this mystery's solved. Unfortunately, the bad guy got away. This time. I've got to stop him before he gets away.
What? Hey! Hey! Get me out of here!
Dear Bess, I'm just about finished with my renovation work and counting out all of those gold coins. Louis was behind all of the accidents, hoping to pressure Rose into selling the house so he could find the treasure himself. Although Rose and Abby may not have a legal right to the gold, the bank the coins were stolen from will still give them a reward for finding it. The house also has gotten a lot of publicity with all of the news stories, and the place is booked solid for the first month of its opening. I guess a haunted bed and breakfast with hidden treasures is all the rage these days, even if there are no such things as ghosts. I think. See you soon, Nancy.